Good day, fans and friends of the personal development class. And I will want to say happy midweek and welcome to class this last week of November. How have you been faring? I know some people will say, where has she been? She's been away for some time. Yeah, I had so much on decks to accomplish, but thank God I'm back. And it's a lovely time again we are going to experience in class today. All right. How has your nutrition been? Have you been faring well? Have you been having, a balanced meal, a balanced diet, no matter the odds? Yes, I think that is what we are expected to do to enjoy a healthy life. Now, welcome to another series as we look into meal planning, because anyone that has to achieve anything successful or great, especially nutrition, has to plan towards it. I heard of a story that says if you must build a castle, you must sit down, count your costs, and put your facts together, put your resources together, and then you are almost half done. Okay, now we want to look at meal planning. When we talk about meal planning, we're talking about putting all resources available together to make sure that we provide a nutritious meal for every member of the family. It's going to involve cooking, preparing meals that may have to meet the dietary need of each member of the family. And that will leave you with quite a herculean task, preparing more than one meal just to make sure that your family enjoy a good nutrition. Now let's look at some of the activities that are engaged in meal planning. Then we will look at some steps that we could also apply when planning our meals. All right, welcome to class. When we look at meal planning, some of the activities that involve meal planning has to do with, first of all, deciding the meals in advance. You don't want to just jump into any particular meal. You must put your uh, decision right and know what you want to prepare. That will guide you in so many ways on how to achieve it. All right, the next is designing a schedule for the meals. Okay, if it's a week schedule, if it's a month schedule, you want to put your plan together to make sure that each day is captured. Then again, arranging preferences based on available food stuff, based on seasonal products from the sources available to you. You want to make sure that you arrange your preferences together, because each family member may have their preferences. Well, in the average family here in Africa, this may not hold. They may want to prepare a meal to serve everyone, but ideally, you are supposed to put preferences of members of your family into consideration while preparing your meal. All right, shopping the items is the next thing you will be looking at, and that will need, you know, a good time schedule to achieve. Okay, the next one is actually creating a menu. So given these various activities, you see that you are good to go with your meal plan. Now let's look at some of the steps that makes for easy meal planning. When you are going to carry out your meal planning, given all these activities that we have mentioned, there are some steps that could guide you. Okay, let's look at these steps. The first one is determine your meal and the technique of preparation. You have chosen the meal that you want to prepare. You also go ahead to look at the technique that you will apply in preparing it. When we're looking at techniques, we're talking about the basic techniques that you can adopt in making sure that the meals are well prepared. Now, for example, you can have this type of um, meal plan or technique which has to do with making ahead meals. Making ahead meals involve you cooking meals in advance, and you now have to heat them up when they are needed for consumption. That is an advanced meal preparation technique. It involves preparing large quantity and packaging in little cans or um, food storage packs and freezing them to either warm or microwave when the need arises for their use. Okay, now the next one we'll be looking at has to do with batch cooking. Now, batch cooking has to do with cooking multiple batches of dishes and preserving them for weeks or for months. Diverse, dishes. It could vary from continental to local meals and all that. You put all, in your packs and you store them. That way, when you need one on one or one and two, you just go. You've already packaged them and you know how you have arranged them. You just go there and get them for use. Then the other technique is leftovers. Now, when we talk about leftovers, we are talking about cooking daily, different meals at different times. Then whatever is left over, you store them. You store them in storage cans and packs in the freezer, so that at another time, if you love to follow, such a pattern again, all you need to do is to go to those leftovers, pick them out, get them warmed, and serve. Okay. Then the last but not the least technique in preparing meal in advance is the pre-preparation. The pre-preparation. Pre-preparation has to do with the pre-cooking, getting all your ingredients together, and you want to make a meal. You see how you can, do um, kind of an advanced preparation. You are not cooking it entirely, but you just put the basics into place, so that when you want to cook, actually, you now have a shorter period of time in preparing the meal. Let's look at fried rice, for example. Now, you may want to slice your veggies, you may want to boil your chicken or your turkey, get them seasoned out, boiled, and store. When it's time for actually preparing the fried rice, all you need to do is just, do the rest of it, and your time for preparation becomes shortened. I think wise women will want to adopt that pattern. All right, the next step involved in meal preparation is create a set day or date to do preparatory work. So preparatory work would involve, activities like shopping. Of course, you just have to shop. You have to look at what is not available, and you go out there, get them from the mall or the markets, so that you can get your meal put together. It may also want to involve slicing the sliceables. You may want to put all that needs to be sliced together and get them sliced. Okay. Then it may also have you doing the actual cooking, or just doing pre-cooking, so that you get your meal set as at the time you want them. Okay, the next step that you may want to also engage is find the meals you enjoy. You just have to look out for what you enjoy. There's nothing like you eating what you love to eat. It gives you not just nutrition, you are also having this sense of excitement when you are eating what you love to eat. Like for those who love eating beans, hello, all the males in the house, I know you love beans. You see, when you give them such meals such as they love, you have made their day. And when the family is happy because of what is available for them to eat, then you are a healthy family. Okay. Now you make variety of choices, experiment on new ways of preparation, new meals that you might not have put in your um, menu before, or your meal schedule. You have to incorporate them now, especially for people like us who travel, from one location to another. You get to try out so many local delicacies and all that, and so you just want to make sure your family has a feel of variety of meals. Now you try to source this from the various food groups, and at the end of the day, you see that you are meeting the nutritional need of your family. Okay. Then the last but not the least step here is start small. All we are talking about now in this present time will require a huge cost, no doubt, but you can start small. You may not put all the hundreds of thousands into use, but you can just start with the tens of thousands or the hundreds that you have, that you can afford. But the main thing is that just start small, just get started, and as time goes on, you may want to do it larger. Okay. You could just prepare a meal or two, and then do some advanced cooking methods, put in the freezer. Then when you have need of it, you go pick it up and you make use of it. Or you may want to do the batch cooking, whatever it is that is your choice. But just make sure that you have a good plan in place, and make sure you prepare a healthy meal for your family. And so we're going to end here, and we're going to look at another aspect that has to do with meal planning, as we look at the various stages of life and how meal planning can help to, you know, ensure that we enjoy proper development. Okay, till we meet in the next class, I'm yours truly, Instructor Faith, always reminding you that the top is your portion. In as much as you remember that God believes in you, I believe in you, you just have to believe in yourself. Definitely, you will get to the top. Bye.